group of people, here's something you can do to get the names out in the space and to remember them. First thing you need is you take your group of people and you make a circle, and you, the facilitator, take a soft object. Like I have this little squishy basketball and a baseball here. Any kind of soft objects you have around your house. So what you'll do is establish a pattern with these. So I will say, here you go, Courtney, and Courtney will say, thank you,
Betsy.
Thank you, Betsy. And she will pass it to somebody else in the circle, and we will continue that pattern till somebody throws it back to me as who started it, and I will get the ball back and I will say thank you, whoever passed it back to me. So once your group has the hang of throwing one of the soft objects around the circle, give them a challenge, add another one in. So you've got two going. So we go, here you go, Courtney.
Thank you, Betsy.
Keeps going.
Here you go, Betsy.
Courtney.
Thank you.
Thank you, Courtney.
Here you go,
Thank
Betsy.
you, Courtney. So you get lots of multiple things going on. Now these soft things are, they're fun and they're comforting, right? But they also can represent things that we really like in life. So, thank you, Ben. They can represent things that make us happy or things that make us feel comfortable with other people when we're meeting them for the first time, okay? So there's your soft objects. The next level you can add in is taking like a tennis ball or something that's a little harder. It's not as soft, and if you get hit with it, it might hurt a little more, right? So we're not playing dodgeball, but you can throw this around in the opposite direction that you went with the soft objects. So if Ben was the person who threw it to me, I would say, here you go, Ben.
Thanks, Betsy.
And then he would pass it to whoever threw it to him.
Here you go,
Say
Courtney.
it's Courtney.
Thanks, Ben.
And then since I
go,
started
Betsy.
with Courtney, thank you, Courtney, she would pass it back to me. So you do the reverse pattern with the hard objects that you did with the soft objects. Okay? Hard objects are to represent things that can be hurtful or be hard, that we don't necessarily like, that happen to us in life. So we've got our soft objects, we've got our hard objects, we know who we're throwing it to and who's throwing it to us. We start them at the same time. So I say, here you go, Courtney.
Thanks,
here you go,
Betsy.
Ben.
Thanks, Betsy.
Here you go, Ben. Thank you,
Here you
Ben.
go,
Thanks,
Courtney.
Here you go, Betsy.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Courtney.
Ben.
Here
Here
you
you
go,
go,
Ben.
Betsy.
Here you
Here you
go,
go,
Ben.
Ben. Thanks,
Here you go,
Ben.
Courtney.
Thank
Here
you,
you go,
There you
Ben.
go.
Thank you. And as you can see, chaos starts to happen. Controlled chaos, that is. Now, the next level you can take this up to is take a cup about this size or even smaller, if you really want to go deep with a group, and fill it with water. Let the water represent something that you as a group cannot live without. Maybe it's spirituality if it's a faith-based group, or maybe it's like communication or connectedness between other groups. And this water gets passed around the circle from person to person. So while you're throwing the hard objects and the soft objects, the water is being passed around and you are trying not to spill because this has your most precious resource in it, okay? So we have the hard objects, the soft objects, and the water. Let's see what we can do.
Here you go, Betsy.
Thank you, Courtney. Here you go,
Thank you,
Courtney.
Betsy.
Here you go, Ben.
Here
Here's
you
the
go,
water,
Ben.
Courtney. Hey, Ben.
Here you go,
Thank
Courtney.
Thank you. Here you go,
Thank you,
Ben.
Ben.
Thanks,
Thank
Betsy.
you, Courtney. Here you go, Courtney. Thank you,
Here you
Ben.
go,
Here you go, Courtney.
Thank you.
Ah! Now there are some surprises in life. Wouldn't you say, Courtney?
Definitely.
Definitely. So today we used a rubber chicken as our surprise. So you can use a rubber spider, you could use a lizard, any little like spidery thing to represent that while we're trying to maintain the busyness of life and people and everything around us, there are surprises that happen and we don't know when and we have to deal with them when they come our way. So I hope you can learn someone's name by using this activity. And if not, have a great summer. We'll see you in July.
I look into your eyes.